Hey Jahar, I see your Instagram is booming. A lot of views and engagement for all your reels.
Oh yes, that's true.
How did you generate Alex Hormozi style reels?
That's automation.
Wow, can I know the secret please?
Sure, I'll explain. Today, I'm going to reveal one of the top secret to boost your Instagram. Yes, we can generate Hormozi style of reels automatically. This means by using these kind of Hormozi reels, you can get more engagement like likes, views and comments. Are you excited to kick off? Let's go to the automation. As usual, we are using Make platform to achieve this integration. This simple 8-step workflow can be divided into 3 phases. 1. Speech generation. 2. Movie creation. And then finally, Instagram upload. Before we proceed, let me introduce our new vibrant school community Master AI Automation with Make. Now you can get instant updates on AI and automation trends, access our exclusive blueprints for your ease, and also attend our weekly Q&A. Join now for just $19 per month. So the first module we are going to begin is set variable module. So you can find that in tools section, the set variable module. Here we are going to give variety of topics that to be generated in our reels. Say we are into process automation. So we have provided topics like why to automate business process, top reasons for implementing automation, impact of AI automation, etc. So we have provided it like given a variable name topics, and in points the variable value is provided, that is the topics. And then we are going to generate a code, a beautiful code to provide in our reel using the AI brain, that is OpenAI. So you can, as usual, you can go to the OpenAI module and you can type create a prompt. So here you can see create a completion for a prompt for chat. So just select this module. So on selecting the module, we have to add the connection. You can see the connection guidelines in online help, and then select create a chat completion, and then select the model. So the model determines the efficiency of the output, I mean the accuracy, and also the cost as well. We are selecting GPT-4o mini, and we have to provide some powerful message in the role section for system and then user. In user section, we are providing a message as shown here. Create a powerful quote from eminent personalities for one of the below topics. The topic comes from the previous module. And then we give some guidelines like the quote should not be greater than 50 words, but not less than 20. And do not add some double quotes or some other extra characters, right? And we are asking them to use some good logics, right? Like each time create new quotes from different topic, etc. That is more about code generation. And now this is the final part of the phase 1, that is speech generation. We have to convert this beautiful code to a speech. So to achieve this, we are using a platform known as play.ht. Excited? Let's go to play.ht. So here I'm showing the play.ht interface. You can just search play.ht. You can sign up to play.ht using your email address or Google sign in. So once you sign in, you need to go to the API access. So you can see the user ID and you can generate a secret key. You need to copy the user ID and the secret key so that we need to input in our workflow. So you can also refer the documentation. So there is a documentation provided here. See here, API documentation. This API documentation explains how to use their API to generate a beautiful speech from our code. So you can see the API documentation here. So there are a couple of important ones. So the main important one where we are going to use in our scenario is generate audio from test. So it's a post request. So I'm going to show that module. So this is an HTTP request. So you can find the HTTP request here. Just type HTTP. And here you can see make a request. So just use this module make a request, and here there are a couple of parameters which we have to include, like the URL and the method. So URL you can see in the documentation. See, this is the URL and you can see the curl request. In the curl request you can clearly see the URL, and then we have to provide the header. So there are two headers, one is accept and then there is content type. So you can see that we are providing those accept, and content type is not necessary, but it's good to provide. And then we have to provide the credentials, that is a user ID and the secret that we have copied. So for that you can pass authorization header. So you can see these are explained in their connection setup documentation, so you don't have to go that in detail. So just follow exactly the authorization in capital, in caps, that means uppercase, and provide the authorization key, and then type in h hyphen user hyphen id as another header. That is where we are providing the user id. Yeah, so user id is there, and then secret is provided here. And then we have to select the content type as JSON, and we have to provide a JSON request in our request content field. And this is very important. So the JSON request consists of text, voice, output format, and voice engine. You can exactly copy this. In the test section, you have to paste the result that comes from our OpenAI's brain, and then we have the voice where we are providing the voice URL, and then we have output format, so we are requesting them an MP3 format, and then voice engine, that is a processor, we have to provide play HT 2.0. So regarding the voice URL, you can use the same URL that is mentioned in the documentation. So you can see some of the examples. So I have provided here starting with S3 bucket, the URL stored in S3 bucket, so that you can see in the documentation. Yeah, we can use the voice URL provided in the documentation. That is one of the method, but there is another beautiful way to use our own voice, so it creates more personalization in our reels. To do this, it's very simple. You go to play.ht, and there is a section voice cloning. So you can use this voice cloning section and create a new clone. So you can see I have just cloned my voice here. It's simple. Just have some have our voice as an MP3 and just upload here by using create a new clone. But the only requirement is to get the voice URL, the new one, that is our own URL. You need to call another HTTP request, that is list play ht voices. So it's very simple. You have to just clone this module, and just remove all the JSON, make it empty, and remove the request content. Yeah, you don't have to input those things, and change the method to get request. And then coming to here, you have the voice listing, right? So you can just list the voices. So you can see here. So once you list the voices, I'm just running this. You can see the output. Here in the output, you can see the voice name and their corresponding voice URL. So simply search for the name of your cloned voice and get the URL. That is your personalized voice URL. So once you grab it, just move the scheduled trigger to the first module and go back to our original HTTP request. And in the request content, you can replace the default URL with your actual voice URL. Now let's run our scenario till this module. So let's unlink after the HTTP request and let's run it. So the module is running and the OpenAI has already processed and the speech is in process. So let's see the output. Wait for the output. Yeah guys, so it has been processed. So now let's go to the output. You can see in the output a long string saying that event is generating, and finally event completed. So this is a string where we have to grab the URL within this string. See here, this is the URL. So it is not a direct mapping or some URL located within a variable, right? So it is a big string, and within the string we need to capture. So to capture, we are going to add a module known as test parser. So before that, just we are putting a filter to ensure that the output is proper. So we are passing data exist. So ensure that data has come in the module. And then in you can use this module test parser. Here in test parser, you can see match pattern module. So just use the match pattern module. Here we are passing the data string and we need to extract the HTTP URL. You know, our speech is generated. So the speech is generated in the form of an HTTP URL. We can use the match pattern option with this module and provide a pattern same as in this format. See here, https colon dot star mp3 in brackets. So provide the same syntax so that we will get the output. I'll just show you. I'll just copy this entire output. So I'm copying this entire output and then run in this test parser module. Yeah. So I'm running. So here it is. You can see the HTTP URL of our speech. So we are all good with the phase 1. So that is speech generation. Now we are going to the movie creation. Are you excited? Let's move on. Movie creation can be divided into two parts. One is the background image selection and second is syncing that speech that we generated to the background in the form of a dynamic movable text so that we can create a beautiful Hormozi style reel. To get maximum reach for our Instagram reels, it is always better to personalize it with our own photographs. I took a couple of photos of my and then put in Google Drive. So you can see few edits are made, like I just put company logo and the company name, same as like how the Instagram post looks, right? So here are some couple of photographs. You can make maybe 10-20 photographs in same fashion. The editing, everything is same and it can be quickly done using Canva. Yeah, so just drop in a Google Drive, and now in our scenario we are going to use the module search for files of Google Drive. So coming to Google Drive module, use search for files or folders, and here we have to add the connection. That is very important. You can use the online help if you are not aware of adding the connection, and then select the folder where the images are located and just input files. So once you run this module, you can see the output will be the photographs that you have stored. You can see the images, its URL are available here. So the idea is pick an image randomly from this bunch of images. So if you have 10 or 20 images, let's pick randomly and reuse them, right? So that is what the idea is. If you want to delete the randomly chosen one, you can delete it at the end using the delete module as well, right? So that is also possible. So to pick randomly, we have to use a function in set variable module. So you can use the set variable module here and give a function with floor, random and total number of bundles. So the formula looks like this. So you can find the floor here. So there is a floor function. Yeah, just apply floor and then you can use random. So that is random here, and multiply it with total number of bundles. That means the total number of photographs you have. Then close the bracket and just sum it using plus operator and 1. That means suppose you have 10 images. So it will apply a floor of random into 10 plus 1. So from 1 to 10, it will pick a random image. It's very simple. Just copy this formula. So then just apply a filter. Random, the random number output is equal to the bundle order position. So just put this formula in the filtering area after the set variable. So again, I'm just explaining, choose a random variable here equal to the bundle order position. So order position means if you have 10 images, it will be present in the output in an order like 1, 2, 3. So that order you are matching with the random output, and we are processing that alone in the further modules. Yeah. So going further, here comes the core part of the video creation. We are using JSON to video module. So let me explain JSON to video quickly. So this is a JSON to video interface. It's very simple. You just need to sign up and you will get an API key, and this API key is used to login as well. Yeah. So here in JSON to video, you can go to movie templates. So let me go to movie template. Here you can start creating a template. So just click add new template. And then so you can see the new template created here in a few seconds. Just go to the action edit. Okay, this is a core area where we decide how our reels should look like. So going to the first part, under movie section, you can see the resolution. Under resolution, you go and select Instagram story. So I'm just selecting Instagram story, and then going to the scene section here, just click on add a new element. So we can add couple of things. So one is image, yeah, so just add image. Secondly, we need to add audio, so we can find the audio here, yeah, so just add the audio. And then in the third element, as a third element, called subtitles, yeah, just select subtitle and click add. So in the image section here, you can select the source URL and then upload an image. So go to upload file and select an image, and then select the uploaded image and click save. So once you click save, you get this option, select scale to fit, and we are ready with the image. So this is just to create a JSON. So JSON to video relies on a JSON structure to be generated to create the video. So we are in that process, okay? So that's the background of these steps. Now let's go to the audio. We don't have to do anything in the audio. And then let's go to the subtitle. So here in the subtitle section, you can see the subtitle, right? This is a sample test to test how you can play with this tool beautifully, like positioning the subtitle. You can change the font as per your requirement. You can personalize it, right? You can put font size, maybe like I'm putting 25. See here how the font is changing, maybe 50. So accordingly, you can change the word color as well, line color, outline color, position, right? So you can see center left, or you can say top center, right? So in this way, you can change the position of your subtitle. So you can adjust this option to create a personalized reel similar to Hormozi. So once that is done, just click on the movie template at the top left and click JSON. So you can get a JSON here. Just copy this JSON, yeah, and go to make and go to JSON to video module and search create a movie. So you can see a create a movie from JSON module. Select this, and in this module it asks for movie JSON. So just paste this movie JSON module. Once pasted, you can see some of the field under the element, that is a SRC for the image, is hard coded. Since our background image is dynamically changing, that is from Google Drive, so we need to change this and map the web content link. So you can see the web content link comes from Google Drive module. So you need to map it. Similarly for the audio as well, you need to add an SRC, and we have to provide the audio file URL because our audio is also changing. So I'll just cancel this and show you the exact one, which is the edited one. So here under the audio section, you can see SRC has been added and the audio is mapped from the match pattern module. So you remember, right? I believe you remember that we extracted the audio, the speech URL using the match pattern module here. So just map it. So we are all good here. And then please understand that it takes some little bit of time to render or to create a movie. So we are going to add one more module, that is wait for a movie. So there is a module wait for a movie to render. So here in this module, just map the project ID generated from the previous module. So this module will wait for the movie to get rendered completely. Now let's connect the final piece of our cake, that is Instagram for business. So going here in ad section, just type Instagram and you can find Instagram for business. Here you can see create a reel post that uploads and posts a new reel. So just select this module and we are here. And firstly, you need to add the connection. You can follow the online help if you are in trouble, and then select the appropriate page. So we are using the page of M-Score Automation Solution. So you can use the page of your company, and then going here, you can provide like caption, cover frame, location ID, share to feed, etc. So that is up to you. And we are just providing the video URL. So here in the URL field, we are mapping this option, this field URL to the generated video. So map this field, that is from JSON to video, and then press OK. So guys, we are all set to run. So let's go and run it. So I'm going to click run once, and the OpenAI is processed. Play.st is processing. It will take quite a bit of time because speech generation is a little bit slow. Let's wait. It's processing. Movie creation that is happening, rendering is happening. Let's see. Yes, that is rendered and it's posting to the Instagram module. I'm excited, guys. Yes, finally the reel has been posted and you can see the output. A post ID has been generated. Let's check our Instagram page. I can see the reel. Let me play this. Automation is like having a robot butler. Saves time, boosts efficiency, and requires fewer coffee breaks. That's cool, guys. See here, a beautiful quote has been provided in the form of a reel in my own voice, a better and good personalization. Is it interesting? If so, you should start implementing it right now. Many more automation surprises are on the way. Subscribe to our channel and tap the bell icon to stay in the loop. Keep watching and let's build a fully automated world together.